Your brain believes what you tell it. When you talk to yourself, negative or positive, you are instructing your brain. You are giving it instructions. You are telling it this is your identity. The role of your brain is to protect your identity. Your brain will look for evidence to give you reason. All those inner labels that you give to yourself, your brain believes it to be your identity. It will protect the identity. That is the role of your brain. That is how it's designed according to neuroscience. So in this video, we are going to connect to your future self instead of being stuck in that version of yourself that you believe to be lazy, to be unmotivated, to be inconsistent, to be a failure. Hi, my name is Aziza and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I help you embrace your growth journey and go after your dream life. So if you resonate with this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe. I used to tell myself that I was lazy, that I was unmotivated, that I was a procrastinator, until I realized that what I was doing was telling my brain who I was, giving it an identity, giving myself an identity, identify as such, as this type of person, as the type of person that struggles in life. And my brain literally look for evidence to confirm the identity because it protects it. According to neuroscience, your brain is made to protect your life, your survival. What is you? What is your life? What is your survival? It's you. It's your identity. It's I. You have a part of your brain dedicated to the protection of the I, of the ego, of your identity. So when you understand this, when I realized this, I was like, hold on, I'm done telling my brain this kind of things. I'm done talking negatively to myself because I'm literally building the opposite of what I want in my life. I don't want to be this kind of person. Even if at some point you do believe that because you choose comfort, because you do procrastinate, because you do certain things, still, don't tell yourself, I am lazy, I am, no. Because the more you repeat that and the more you reinforce the identity, subconsciously you maintain the identity, your brain maintain the identity to protect it. That's why nothing changes in your life. You keep feeding the identity of a loser, an identity of someone who struggles. You unconsciously are defending the identity. So step one to correct this and to connect to your future self, to the version of you that has the things that you want, that is living the dream that you desire, to accomplish those goals and those achievements. To get there, you have to let go of this identity of someone who struggles, of someone who is negative and who doesn't believe in themselves, and you have to become the person that has it all. You have to connect with that new version of you. So first step to do that, it's to watch how you talk to yourself. Be conscious of how you talk to yourself, because we all talk to ourselves in our heads. We all have constant, unfortunately a lot of time, criticism toward ourselves. So watch how you talk to yourself and then correct it. Don't talk negatively to yourself. Be positive, be loving, be supportive, and feed into an identity that is aligned with the person that you want to become and that has everything that you desire. That person who is successful, who is loving, who is happy, who is healthy, who has everything that she wants. Is she pessimistic and negative and she criticizes herself all the time? Probably not. So start thinking like that person. Start talking to yourself like her. I had to push my cat. I had to push my cat away because I saw that she was cleaning herself next to me, and I saw her and I was like, this is disturbing. So I can only imagine for the people that are watching, like if someone has a cat next to them cleaning themselves, I'm not even listening to you talking about, I'm just watching the damn cat. Anyway, so the first point, which is watch how you talk to yourself and then correct it. It can be difficult to talk to yourself in a positive way because you don't really know how you future version is. You don't really know how she thinks. You don't really know how she or he. You don't know. You don't know. You are disconnected from that version of yourself. Otherwise, you would be her. So basically, your future self is like a stranger. I felt that way too. For me, my future self was a stranger. I didn't know. I didn't know how she was moving, how she was thinking, all those things that made her her. And that's what kept me away from achieving my goals and becoming her. So when your conception of something is foreign, when it's strange, when it's a stranger, well, what happens here? You can imagine in theory how you will look and all the things and how you're gonna feel and how amazing life is when you have everything that you desire. You can imagine, but you don't have a connection, an emotional connection. You don't know deeply what it is to be her. When that happens, well, your brain cannot connect. You don't go hard for strangers. You don't protect strangers. You don't sacrifice for strangers. So you are not able to become her, to think like her, move like her, and achieve like her, and align like her. Ultimately, you cannot show up for a future you that you cannot feel. If your future you is blurry and you don't know who she really is, your brain treats it as a stranger. You will not have the discipline to move accordingly to become her if it's blurry in your mind. And that's literally where discipline is born, is when you start thinking like her and making decisions like her. Because now you are connected emotionally. So your brain will allow ideas, inspirations, and inner guidance to take you to the next step to becoming her. Basically, every time you choose comforts, it's not that you are weak. It's that your brain is loyal to the identity that it knows, the version of you that your brain emotionally knows, the present one, the you of now that you believe you are. So the key here is to understand who she is and how to do that, how to make your future self not a stranger anymore, but someone that you love and that you honor and that you go hard for and that you protect. Well, you spend time, daydream about her. Spend time thinking about your future self, about the person who has everything that you desire, that is living your dream life, that has achieved the goals, that have the house and the comfort and the safety and the love and the happiness and the health. Think about it, daydream about it, meditate about it, and ask yourself not only what she achieved and the success and all the things that she has, but more who she is within. How does she think? What does she tell herself? What does she decide to think about and to believe about herself? What are her beliefs? How does she react? How does she handle stress? What story does she tell herself? What are the thoughts she chooses? And what does she decide to believe in? This will help you connect, emotionally connect to your future self. And that way, your future self, that version of you that has everything, the person that you are becoming, that you aspire to become, and that you have to embody to reach your goals and to create your dream life. Well, it's not blurry anymore. You know how she is, you know how she thinks, you know what she believes in, and then you nurture that and you go from there and you build and you connect to your new self. The third step in becoming your future self, connecting to your future self and becoming her, is to understand, first of all, procrastination can be protection, and how to overcome procrastination, and also how to get out of your comfort zone and push yourself. So procrastination is the brain way of protecting your old identity. Once again, when you are going for your new life, for your dream life, for this goal that you want to reach, becoming an entrepreneur, a successful business, being married, having your dream relationship, having a house, having a boat, whatever your goals are in life and your dream life is. When you go after those dreams, you obviously have to get out of this identity and reality and life and do things differently to reach different results. When you do things differently, you are getting out of your comfort zone. Out of your comfort zone, for your brain, it is danger. Your brain is going to protect you from doing things differently. It thrives in comfort. It thrives in anticipation and knowing. The unknown is very hard for the brain to accept and go towards. It will fight against the unknown. So procrastination can be one of the ways your brain is protecting you. Growth strengthens the identity your brain is comfortable with. So it protects you by delaying, by procrastinating. So, how to change that? How to stop procrastinating? Well, next time you want to procrastinate, next time you're like, I don't want to do this, I'll just do it next week, I'll just do it tomorrow. Next time you procrastinate, first of all, don't beat yourself up and don't tell yourself, oh, what's wrong with me? I'm lazy, I can't do anything, I'm a failure. Don't feed your negative vault. Empty the negative vault. And then ask yourself, who would I become if I did it? If I did that thing, who would I become? And what am I scared of? Why does it scare me? Understanding, doing this, asking yourself this question and understanding who you're becoming by doing this. First of all, it's going to help you do the thing. And it also allows you to break the cycle of this identity that you're in that is stopping you. Your brain is stopping you from stepping out of the identity. It will allow you to break the cycle. It will also help you stop betraying your future self and your dream and your path, your journey. You can procrastinate because your brain is protecting your old identity. It's protecting the identity that it knows and that it's comfortable in and that you've been for many years. But you can also procrastinate because you choose comfort over discomfort yourself. You know what is the next action to do. You know what you have to do. And you consciously decide, I rather scroll. I rather watch Netflix. I rather distract myself, eat junk food, whatever the case is, but to do the thing. When that occurs, when this happens, how to change that? How to change the self-betrayal, which is distancing you from being that version of yourself. You literally cheating on that version of yourself before you even with it, before you even become it. So stop cheating on that relationship that you want so bad with your future self and do this. When you're about to escape discomfort, pause and then tell yourself, this is the exact moment that my future is decided. And then take one tiny action towards your goal. The thing that you were supposed to do, that you're about to escape, that you're about to procrastinate and push back and don't do. Well, if you can't do this thing because you're really battling with yourself, do a tiny version of it. If it's you want to be a content creator and you know that to be a content creator, well, you have to start a channel, a social media page. Let's say you want to be a YouTuber. You have to start the channel. You have to create your YouTube channel. Well, if you really can't bring yourself to do the action, the next action that you know you have to do a tiny thing like YouTube, how to create my YouTube channel. Learn the process of being a YouTuber. Learn the process of becoming a content creator. Get more skills, learn more. And little by little, you will have more knowledge and more clarity, and it will help you also identify and see that version of yourself and take the actions to become it. Which brings me to the final point, which is act as her, become her. Remember, if you only stay in your current mood, you are trapped. You stay stuck. You are trapped in your current identity. Your future isn't built by feelings. It's built by choices that you make in discomfort, choices that you make in challenge situations. You have to push yourself. No one is going to save you. No one is coming every day and motivate you and tell you do this and do that and push you and force you to do the things. You're an adult now. You are not a kid anymore. Nobody is responsible for you anymore. You are responsible for yourself. You are responsible for your next version of yourself. You are responsible for that dream life of yours. You are responsible for it. So before your next decision, pause and ask yourself, what would my future self in 6 months, what would she thank me for? What would she thank me for? And then take a tiny action towards this. So to recap, to stop thinking you are lazy and to stop identifying as a failure, as someone who struggles, and to connect to your future self, to embody her, to become that person, and to have and realize and achieve all the things that you dream of. One, watch how you talk to yourself and correct it. Talk to yourself positively, be optimistic and not pessimistic, be positive and not negative, and become your cheerleader. Believe in yourself and hype yourself up instead of crushing yourself down. So that's the first thing, is your self-talk. Become positive self-talker. Second, daydream about your future self. Think about her, think about him, and really ask yourself, how does she think? What does she believe in? How does she feel? What stories she tells herself? What does she repeat to herself constantly? What does she believe in? How does she feel? Daydream about yourself and make that version, that future version of yourself clearer and clearer. It will help you and it will allow your brain to find inspiration and ideas to move toward her and become that version of yourself. 3, next time you procrastinate, ask yourself, what would I become if I did this? What would I become if I did the thing? And what am I scared of? What am I afraid of? What am I protecting myself of right here? And then take a tiny action and stop betraying yourself and stop cheating on that relationship of yours that is coming up with your own self, future self, successful self, brilliant self, amazing life self. I hope this helps. Let's comment 3 things that your future self believes about herself or himself. Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.